Hey guys, JC here. About to do another video. We're gonna be playing some Titanfall and doing a little story time. Essentially, this story is funny in my opinion, but kind of stupid, and I highly suggest you don't do anything I do in this video, like talk back to people and break school rules and shit. But this story takes place back in high school. And I and skateboarding, high school and skateboarding. What can I say? So essentially, I went to two different schools at this time, tech school and my high school. And on this day, I showed my friends that I got a new skateboard, really cool skateboard, had a dragon on it from Kim's, a fingerboarding company. I also got the fingerboard for it. Really, really good company. Highly recommend them. Um, had a really cool dragon on it. I still have it. I love this skateboard. It feels really good. 8.25 if you're wondering. Just saying. It's the only way to skate. Um, but essentially, we started skating a little bit more at the tech school because we could, and at the high school, I just was showing my friends my board. So this day, wake up around like 6 a.m. I'm going to school. I'm in orchestra. I play the bass. It's really fun. And then I get on a bus to go to tech school, do my day at tech. No real issues. I think we were going over transmissions at this point, or might have been the same day that like the Wix guys came in and I fell asleep like a motherfucker. Like their video was so boring, I started snoring. It was bad. Um, because it was just about filters and shit, and they all do the same thing. Doesn't matter what filter you get. Wix was just trying to sell me this shit, and I was not buying it. But I still use Wix filters, so I kind of bought it. But I just prefer them. Anyway, uh, get done with that, get on the bus back to the high school. It's lunchtime at the high school, and I have my skateboard. I'm showing all my friends and stuff. And now it's time to go to class. And so I go to class, I do my fifth hour, sixth hour, but I'm late for my sixth hour. So I'm already late to my seventh hour. Sixth hour, I'm late. And so to catch up on a little time, I decided to ride my skateboard down the hallway. Not a good idea. So I get to my seventh hour. My seventh hour uh gets a phone call. It's English, and uh essentially she's like, "Uh-huh, yeah, he's in here." And she says, "Hey, you're needed up at the principal's office. You need to go talk to the principal or whatnot." I was like, "What for?" And she's like, "I don't know. They just said they needed you." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." So I grab all my stuff, grab my skateboard, and essentially the person waiting for me there is the chief of police at my school. And he's like, "Hey, give me your board." And so I give him the board, and he's like, "So were you riding around in here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, well, don't do it again. I get skateboarding. Skateboarding's cool. I grew up in California, and we used to ride our skateboards around campus all the time. And but we had an open campus, and this is a closed campus, and you can't ride your skateboard here. And I'm like, I get that, cool, whatever. Um, and this is at the end of the day, right? I also had a job that I basically worked full time, 5 days a week, everything, and I needed to be there at 4. At this time, it was like 3:30, and so 3:33 or something like that. I don't exactly remember. Um, then I finished talking to him, and he tells me I have to go talk to basically the assistant principal or somebody. She's a very nice lady, but I was mad. So the interaction wasn't how I liked it, and essentially I had to wait for her to get off the phone, sat in her room, wait for her to get off the phone, and then start talking to me. By the time we started talking, it was like 3:40, 3:45, and it takes me about 15 minutes to get to work from high school. So I'm gonna be late. I have to call my boss on the way there after this to tell him I'm gonna be a little late. Um, essentially, start talking, and she's like, "So why were you riding your skateboard around here? Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Well, I was already late for class, and I didn't really see an issue with it. There was no one in the hallway. Um, so I just went to class, you know. He's like, "Well, have you ever done it before? Like, why would you do that now?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just wanted to ride my skateboard." And she's like, "Well, you're gonna have to deal with a detention or something. I'm gonna have to call your mom to come get you." I'm like, "I have a car, I have a job, and I need to go to work." And she's like, "Well, you're gonna have to serve a detention day." I'm like, "I'm not fucking dealing with this today." And I walked out, got in my car, and went to work. Do not do that. Just for future reference, if you ever try to do that, you're probably gonna get in trouble. And so I get in my car, I just walk out of this whole place because I'm not dealing with this woman, and go home, call my boss, not go home, but go to work. On my way to work, I call my boss, have a normal day at work. He wasn't mad that I was late. Um, and so I get home that night around 10 p.m., 9:30, 10 p.m. Uh, and my mom, she's like, "So I had a call today and you cussed out a teacher." And I'm like, she like, "You cussed out the big important person." I'm like, I didn't know she was that, and yeah, I cussed her out." She's like, "Why would you do that? What, are you dumb?" And she didn't say, "Are you dumb?" But essentially, uh, and like, she's like, "Well, you need to go apologize to her, and hopefully you don't get in trouble because we got stuff to do." Uh, essentially, and so yeah, I was like, "I'll go fix it. It'll be fine. If I have to get in trouble, I'll get in trouble. You know, I deserve to be in trouble." So next morning, same thing, 6 o'clock. I tell my orchestra teacher that I gotta go talk to the principal essentially, and I won't make it to the orchestra practice. And uh, so I go and talk to this lady. Um, hey, look, I really am sorry about yesterday. I was tired, mad. I had work, and this all just seemed really stupid to me. I understand it wasn't, and I could have hurt myself doing stuff. Riding my skateboard, I could have ran into somebody. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not even gonna bring my skateboard to school. If I do, it'll be in my car. And uh yeah. And so essentially she was like, "I accept your apology. Talk to all your teachers," and they were like, "That is strange behavior from him. I've never seen him cuss, get mad, do anything like that." Um and yeah, so essentially my teacher saved my ass because after that she's like, "I was gonna give you a detention because did you were very rude, you were very disrespectful, but since your grades are good, your teachers say you're good, I'm gonna let you off the hook." So essentially, I got away with riding my skateboard in school, most badass moment, uh, cussing out assistant principal lady, I don't remember what she was, uh, got away with cussing her out, and didn't have to serve a detention. So, moral of the story is don't do that shit. uh, it's not my best look, but you know, I don't do stuff like that all the time, but I thought it was a pretty funny story. Anyway, enjoy the gameplay. That's all. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See ya.